Chapter 34. Liam's POV. 74%. 55 vouchers. The moment Ethan pushed his chair back and said her name, I knew this dinner had crossed a line. I didn't look at Ethan. I looked at my mother. Her expression didn't change, not surprise, not concern, not even curiosity. Just that same composed calm she wore when she was 10 steps ahead of everyone else in the room. Angela had froze beside me. I felt it through our joined hands, the way her fingers tightened before going cold. She looked at me, uncertainty flickering across her face, and I hated that I was the one putting her in this position. I trusted her. I did. But trust didn't stop the tension from coiling tight in my chest as she stood and followed Ethan out of the room. The doors closed behind them. Silence settled like a heavy fog. I turned slowly to my mother. What are you doing? She lifted her wineglass, unfazed. Enjoying dinner. Don't, I said flatly. Not tonight, not with this. My father cleared his throat but stayed silent, his eyes moving between us like he already knew where this was headed. You invited Ethan here, I continued, without telling me. Yes. And you thought that was appropriate? I thought it was necessary, she replied coolly. Sit down, Liam. I didn't. What were you hoping would happen? I asked. That he'd expose something. That Angela would trip over herself and prove whatever theory you've built in your head. My mother set her glass down with deliberate care. I was hoping the truth would reveal itself. There it is, I muttered. She folded her hands. This relationship of yours, it isn't real. My jaw clenched. You don't know that. I know you, she said simply, and I know a performance when I see it. That's rich, I shot back, considering you raised me to perform. My father finally spoke. Liam. No, I said sharply, I want to hear this. My mother didn't rise to the bait. Angela is not your girlfriend, she said calmly. She's a reaction. I stared at her. To what? 12:09 Monday, January 26 gr. Chapter 34. 74. 55 vouchers. To pressure, to expectations, to the growing discomfort you have with the life laid out for you, she said. She is convenient, safe, unthreatening. That's not. And Ethan, she continued, cutting me off, is not a coincidence either. His family and ours have known each other for decades. He mentioned his history with Angela some time ago. I knew the viral video online featuring the three of us had also fueled doubts about whether Angela and I were truly dating, especially since Ethan was there. My blood went cold. You knew. I know she was his best friend, my mother said. I know there were feelings, complications. And you thought it would be appropriate to weaponize that. My voice dropped, dangerous now, against her. I thought it would clarify things, she replied, for all of us. You ambushed her, I said. You ambushed me. My father shifted. Your mother believes she's protecting you. By humiliating someone I care about, I snapped. By throwing her past in her face like it's evidence against her. She's not suited for this family, my mother said, finally letting the edge show. You know that. I laughed, sharp and humorless. Because she doesn't come with a pedigree. Because she doesn't belong in your circles. That's not what I said. It's exactly what you meant. I leaned forward, hands braced on the table. Angela didn't ask for this. She didn't chase me. She didn't plan this dinner or this spectacle. She showed up because I asked her to. And why did you ask her? My mother pressed. To spite me, to delay the inevitable. No, I said firmly, because I wanted her here. She studied me closely now. You don't bring women like her home. Something snapped. Women like her, I repeated. Smart, kind, honest. Unprepared, she corrected. She's braver than anyone at this table, I said. She walked into this knowing you'd dissect her, and she did it anyway. My mother held my gaze. Then why does she look like she's about to fall apart? The words hit harder than I expected. I looked toward the doors. She's in the garden with Ethan, my mother continued. A man who knows her history. Who knows how to reach her. If your relationship is as solid as you claim, this shouldn't concern you. 12:09 Monday, January 26 gr. Chapter 34. I didn't bother hiding my anger anymore. You don't get to test people like this. She stood slowly. I get to protect my son. No, I said. You get to control him. And I'm done letting you. Ma 774. 65 vouchers. Before she could respond, I stepped outside. Angela was walking towards me. The first thing I noticed was her face. She was pale. Composed, yes, but strained. Like she'd pulled herself together with sheer force of will. Her eyes flicked to mine for half a second, and in them I saw it. Me. Doubt. Pain. And something that looked dangerously like fear. Ethan followed a step behind her, hands in his pockets, expression unreadable. That was it. I crossed the grounds immediately. Angela. Her shoulders loosened the moment she heard my voice. Hey. Are you okay? I asked quietly. She nodded. Too quickly. I'm fine. I didn't believe her for a second. Ethan cleared his throat. We were just catching up. I didn't ask, I said coldly. He raised an eyebrow. Relax, nothing inappropriate. Go home, Ethan, I said. My mother and father came outside, ready to watch the spectacle. My mother inhaled sharply. Liam. No, I said without looking at her. This is over. Ethan glanced between us, something calculating in his eyes. Are you sure about that? Yes. He smiled thinly. Good luck. He turned, offering my parents a polite nod before leaving. The moment he left, I turned back to Angela. Do you want to leave? I asked softly. She hesitated. That hesitation gutted me. My mother stepped forward. Angela, I hope you understand this was never personal. Angela looked at her then, calm but distant. It felt personal. Silence. I think we'll be going, I said. My mother's lips pressed into a thin line. Running away won't change reality. I met her gaze. Neither will cruelty. I placed my hand at the small of Angela's back, not for show, not for practice. For support. As we walked toward my car, I leaned in and murmured, whatever he said to you, we'll talk about it. You're not alone, she nodded, eyes forward. But I could feel it. Whatever Ethan had planted, it had taken root. 12:09 Monday, January 26.